my name's Rachel. I teach clarinet and beginning alto sax at REW Music. I'm open to exploring any and all musical styles in lessons with students. Anything that they're interested in learning more about, I'm happy to tell them more about. When we're looking at more out there styles like ragtime or musical theater or anything outside of the classical sphere, I will try to sprinkle in a little bit of music history, a little bit of music theory, to kind of help them see that there's more out there to music than maybe what they're used to hearing in the band room or the lesson studio. That's something I really care about doing. And my students will tell you that I get a little excited talking about different world music and that kind of thing, but I think that it's important to really expand their minds as to what's out there and what's possible on their instruments instead of just the standard band or solo repertoire. So I had a student for several years. She started with me as an absolute beginner. She had just picked up her instrument for the first time and was learning how to play. And she was able to get the sounds out okay. She was able to figure out the fingerings. That was all fine. The issue was she really struggled a lot with reading the music. So I did all the normal things that I do with new students. We put in the letters, we broke it down into small pieces, we spent a lot of time going over it, and it just wasn't working for the longest time. So eventually, the student and I sat down and we created a color system so that each letter was color-coded. A was blue, B was green, C was brown, so she could easily visualize and differentiate between the notes. And to be honest, we only did that for a couple of weeks and she got it. So I was super happy with that. She's doing great now. She's playing at an advanced level for her age. She participated in the REW festival last year, and she's a first clarinet. So I'm super proud of all the work that she put in, and I really like being able to do that for students. I get my students excited to continue coming back for lessons week to week by finding out what motivates them. All of my students are individuals. Every student is an individual, so finding out what makes them tick and what they get excited about is crucial to keeping them engaged. Some of my students really love reaching for milestones, so like preparing for that next concert, festival, event that they're going to play for. Some of my students just really love learning new music and getting to as many pieces as they can and giving them a try. Even the students who initially come just because mom or dad wants them to, I find that after we get to know each other a bit and I can show them how exciting music can be, we're able to come up with goals that work for them. And I haven't had a student yet that hasn't worked for. So my biggest piece of advice when you're preparing for any audition is to mimic the audition experience as much as you can before the day of, before you go in. If you can wear the outfit that you're gonna wear the shoes that you're gonna wear, and just create that experience as much as you can. Have other people listen to you play. It's going to put you at ease as much as possible before you go into that room, because having those external factors of an audition, like a stranger in a different room, in a different place that you haven't been, and maybe the moon is in the wrong cycle or the humidity's weird, you want to eliminate as many of those outside factors as you can so you can just focus in on the music, because that's what you've been preparing. That's what you've spent all your time on. So we want to make sure the focus is on that and not your uncomfortable shoes as much as we can.